Hello guys, hello. Oh shit, okay, we have an ad break suddenly. That's fine. That gives me time to Hello? Oh shit! I forgot to open Mix It Up again. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I knew it. It was actually all planned, guys. It's fine. Let me put the captions too. Click to start captions. There we go. Um the game audio, it's the Mortician's Tale. Okay. And game. There we go. Oh! Alright. Wait. Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh no. Okay. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I can do this. This? No, 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 not this, not this, not this. Wait. What about this? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one. Um, there we go. Put it just right there. Okay. We're fine. Oof. I hate this. Okay. Give me a second. I'm gonna take this so I can pop stream on peace. There we go. Okay, hi everyone. Today we're playing a Mortician's Tale. I'm gonna be honest. Wait, let me. Yeah, okay. It's going to be a short stream. I think it takes like 1 hour to play, so it's fine. It's short, and I actually been recommended a lot to play it. I think Davey played it. And it's a story with a positive message about death, where you play as a mortician tasked with running a funeral home. And I think you have to prepare the bodies, attend the funerals, and listen to their loved ones. And of course, interact with the coworkers, etc., etc. So I think we're gonna have fun. I think everyone knows that I take death like a very natural thing. So let's see how this goes. It's a nice game. It's not spooky or anything, but of course it contains certain topics. If you're not used to this concept of death, maybe you can get more familiar with it. Okay. From Matthew Jeffrey, hello and welcome to our new funeral director. I guess that's us. Welcome, Charlie. Nice to meet ya. My name's Matthew, and I'm mainly going to be the man who delivers the bodies to ya, and helps with some of the more heavy lifting. Okay. Ever heard that joke about a hearse driver? I'll tell it to ya when I come by in a bit. I haven't. I haven't heard any kind of joke like that. Looking forward to working together. I think you'll enjoy working here. Amy is a sweetheart, but she runs a tight ship. Nothing you can handle, I'm sure. She wouldn't have hired you otherwise. Cheers and good luck. Rose and Daughters Funeral Home, okay. Amy Rose. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce our new funeral director, Charlotte, or Charlie, as she told me she likes to be referred to. Charlie is a recent graduate who came highly recommended and is eager to begin her career here with us at Rose and Daughters Funeral Home. Please take the time to make Charlie feel at home within our little family. We'll have a nice scatter lunch this afternoon, so we can all get to know each other a little better as well. Okay. We have read this. Okay. Instructions. You're new here, so it's probably best I explain where everything is. In your office preparation room, you'll find your cremation station, cremulator station, embalming station, and obviously, since you're reading this email, your desk and computer area. I know you have experience working with these stations, but please let me know if you have any questions. Okay. Good luck, you beautiful and smart babe, you. I guess my subject lines to you should start being more professional now. Now that we are business professionals. I can't wait to get your reply so I can see your fancy new email signature. That's so sweet. I love that you were able to land this gig straight after graduating. It sounds super cool. I didn't even know mom and pop funeral homes were a thing until now. Guess it's just not something I really think that much about. I should look more into this, learn more about your world and industry because, as I said, you are now a very serious professional. Speaking of being a professional, my museum gig is amazing. I can't believe somebody paid me to move to London and not London, serial killer capital of Canada. Wait, what? Oh, 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 wait, is there a London in Canada? What? Oh, okay. Capital of. Okay, serial kill. Okay, to work in a museum, like take that everyone who said I couldn't get a job with an art history degree. I'll tell you more about it when we Skype. My stories require you to see my face and that you hear my excellent British accent impersonation. As well as I signed you up for a funeral's monthly newsletter. Consider it your graduation gift. I love you. I'm super proud of you gift. Um, I didn't know there were newsletters for that, but that's cool. Um, Hello Charlie. Hope you settled in okay so far. Matthew should have dropped off your first body for you to work on. He said you were really friendly and he's glad to have someone young and lively to work with. You'll get used to his sense of humor. Your first buddy is Mrs. Garcia, sorry, an elderly woman who died suddenly of a heart attack. The family has asked for a closed casket funeral, so no embalming or body preparation is necessary. The family seems a little bit more united than previous families we've dealt with. Learn how grief affects people differently. Perhaps having more time to say goodbye makes things a bit easier, if that's possible. That being said, although you will not be embalming Miss Garcia, I do think it's important to take the time to clean her body. No one is going to see her body, but I like to encourage my funeral directors to do this out of respect for the deceased and their loved ones. You'll find Miss Garcia in the prep room. Tips for good etiquette. Oh, Funerals Monthly. This is the newsletter that Jen Sended us. Okay. Thanks for subscribing. Each month we bring you a new newsletter featuring a topic pertaining to the death industry. Why do I pronounce that so bad? This month it's all about good etiquette for attending a funeral. I really can't believe we have to write this one out. Guys, I am now worried I have missed some of this, but okay, let's check it, okay? But since we said we'll answer your most popular questions, here we are, because this is definitely one of the most popular questions. Funerals are a hard time, and we understand that. But here are some quick and easy rules to remember for being respectful at a funeral. Generally, following the guidelines of don't be a jerk should work. Don't be on your cell phone. We understand you're busy, but this is a time and a place to disengage. If you have to be on your cell phone, don't do so inside the funeral home. Don't be loud and obnoxious. You can share happy stories, but other people are also grieving and working through their own healing process. Being quiet gives other people space they might need. Don't get drunk. Everyone can deal with their feelings in their own ways. Just remember to be respectful when with the grieving family and friends. Happily reminisce. Sometimes remembering happy moments and a positive experience with this disease can be a productive part of the healing process. Give condolences. It's not easy knowing what to say to someone, but even a simple "I'm thinking of you" can go a long way. Dress appropriately. What this looks like will change based on the customs of the deceased and their culture, but always dress in a way that shows respect to the deceased and their grieving family. Give a gift or sign the registration book. I don't think I have done that. Well, we brought flowers, so I think we're fine. This can be flowers or a nice card, but it's the thought that counts here. Sometimes this can be even just cooking dinner for the grieving family. Anything that shows you care and want to help them through the healing process is what matters here. Be kind and be helpful. Okay. Do I have another mail or? Oh, okay. I forgot to answer. I guess oh yeah, that's the body. Okay. Can I check things apart from that? No. This is the prep room where you will prepare bodies for burials and viewings. Okay. Because the family has requested a closed casket ceremony with no embalming, you are just going to clean the body. Okay. Choker. Cotton balls, lotion. Needle, glue, razor, sponge. Okay. I don't know if anyone here has experiences with this. My best friend wanted to do a, how is it called? Thanatoplasty curse once. I think she was very into it, but it's very expensive here. And apart from that, all the funeral homes that I have seen, like in media or something, were all in, horror movies. Like the autopsy of Jane Doe, or that scene of The Haunting of Hill House, where, I mean, and I shouldn't say who dies right there, so. But it's a good show if anyone wants to see it. That's it, you're done, Mr. Shit! Miss Garcia will be sent to Mike, who will take care of dressing and putting her in the casket. Okay. It's time to go to Miss Garcia's funeral. You are responsible for taking care of the deceased bodies, but it is also important to pay your respects to their loved ones. Follow the arrow to head to the funeral parlor. Okay. Here. I think it's important to give natural responses to death, or healthy ones and positive about it to, after the pandemic. I think a lot of us have lost people. I am lucky that I was explained what death was very, very young, and I think I've always been natural with it. So it has never really scared me. I know that it's gonna come at some point, but I know there's people that it's actually scared of death, like a real phobia of it, or the thought of it. I think it's interesting. I mean, I was I was very young and I was very interested in Gothic literature, so I guess I got a lot from that. She would have hated these paintings. She was so particular. Yeah, at least she doesn't have to see them, I guess. That's... yeah, I guess. Everyone... I guess we're going to see how everyone reacts differently. You see, this is a person that jokes about it. They think about if they would have liked this. We usually don't small talk a lot at these things, at least that's what I always thought. Okay, you're Mike, I guess? I hate wearing pantyhose. My legs are so itchy, but it's always so cold in these funeral homes. I think I might actually miss those sweaters she used to knit for me now. Oh. Mommy, I'm hungry. When can we go? I relate. See, this is what I was talking about. Some young people don't really understand the concept of death, so they don't really understand what's happening and why everyone is grieving. Yeah, I heard the family specifically said no embalming. I thought it was mandatory, like required by law, but I guess not. I'm not gonna joke or lie about it, but I also thought it was something that it was just done, even if the casket wasn't open. Embalming weirds me out. Do those chemicals leach into the ground? Seems strange to be using a chemical that is known to cause cancer and putting it into the ground like that. Or into the sewer. That's what they must do with the leftover formaldehyde. Formaldehyde? Right? Just pour it down the drain? At least embalming guarantees you won't be buried alive. Stop it, don't make me laugh right now. I don't know if anyone has heard, but in old times they used to tie like a little bell to their toe in case they were actually buried alive. Maybe we should. Okay, I thought we were going to open it for a second, and I was very scared. I was like, that's not very respectful. October 11th. I think I've been here a month, maybe, because we started September. We are so cute, by the way. I love it. Look at us. What to wear when you're attending a funeral from a different culture. We all know everyone wants to be respectful at funerals. Don't talk too loudly, be kind, smile, and refrain from making inappropriate jokes, at least around the grieving family. Hey, sometimes some people do need a little bit of pick me up during such hard times. Who are we to judge? Most of my friends have always told me that they want a party when they die. My best friend wants Let It Go as song. Um, and my sister wants a dance, or I don't know how she called it, like a disco dance, or something like that. Uh, you know, I'll do whatever my sister wants, but I think if I put Let It Go on my best friend's funeral, that not only that, I I actually think her family will be okay with it. They are such a special family. And a big part of that is knowing what to wear. Roman Catholic funerals tend to lean more to the formal black attire rule, and it works for us. Did you know this goes back to the days of the Roman Empire, where people would wear black as a symbol for mourning? Black isn't universally the symbol for mourning, though. And if you're attending a funeral that is from a culture that is not your own, it's important to understand this. Some colors have different meanings, and despite your best intentions, the wrong choice could mean accidental offense. Yeah, I think actually in some Asian countries, I'm not sure where, the color is white or pink or purple, I'm not sure. For example, in Hinduism and in Chinese cultures, white is a typical color for funerals. For Islam, though, it is less about the color you are wearing and more about how modestly you are dressed. Refrain from wearing any elaborate jewelry and be respectful of your behavior. For Sikh funerals, color of the clothing isn't as important as is dressing modestly and being able to appropriately sit cross-legged. Oh, I didn't know that. Matthew Jeffrey, a story about death. Hey there, Charlie. I was driving around the other day, taking our clients on their last trip around town, and I was thinking, strange, I know, fair, relatable actually. Did I ever tell you the first time I went to a funeral? I was a teenager about to start university, and a friend of mine was killed in a car accident. Okay, totally out of the blue, really tragic stuff, messed me and my friends up real good. But so, the big day, we all got into our best suits and dresses and packed ourselves into a few cars. There were a lot of us, so we had at least 3 different cars full of us, like clown cars. While we were in the procession going to the cemetery, somebody in our car got a phone call from a friend in a different car. Turns out some asshat driver who doesn't know not get in the way of a procession drove through the intersection and smashed straight into our friend's car. Nobody was hurt, thank God, but can you imagine getting that called? Oh my god. Anyways, one of my friends in the same car as me, the one who got the phone call, hung up and started laughing. I know, just laughing her. I would have laughed too. Just laughing her ass off in that way that makes you not sure if they're really just crying or if they've gone fully off the deep end. And she laughed, and then we all started giggling because, like, go figure. Life is messed up sometimes. There's no moral, no point to that story, I guess. I just remember that story and wanted to tell you because we work with death all the time, and I still sometimes get caught off guard by what that actually means. Before you get any ideas, that has nothing to do with why I became a funeral director. That decision came totally later and is nothing unremarkable. Somebody has to do it, and I have a strong stomach, so why not? Fair. Davey, thank you for redeeming first. And your daily moon phase. Thank you so much. I haven't been in a lot of funerals, honestly. Because I wasn't allowed, because I was very young when people died, and then my mom didn't wanted me to go to my aunt's funeral, so they left me sleeping. And even then, her family didn't want us to like get there and say goodbye. So, that's something we need to respect. I still have, and well, um, the only funeral I've gone is my uncle's funeral, and I miss him a lot. He was kind of the glue of the family. I haven't seen anyone from the family since the funeral, and I think that was like 2 years ago now. I still have the flower that somebody in his funeral gave me. I have it on my um little vase next to the one of plastic that my father bought me for Valentine's Day last year. Um, I think a lot on death. I don't know if it's because Hispanic culture or whatever, because like I'm white Hispanic, I'm a Spanish, not a Mexican, so even when we have our certain days to pay grief and pay respect to the dead ones, um we don't have, I don't know, it's not as much as the Mexican culture, as example. Wait a second. I remember this game, very different take on morticians compared to other games. I liked it a lot. Yeah, so I wanted to play this game in November for the Day of the Dead here, like kind of the equivalence, the in Spain, that it's the Day of the Faithful Deceased Ones, or I don't know how to translate it. I'm gonna call it like that. And well, it couldn't be because I was sad, I think. But I think a lot on this. Um, Maybe it's because I grew up seeing some stuff, or because in Spain there used to be a lot of criminality at some point, and I grew up in a city with a lot of criminality, so there was sometimes just people dying, but nothing really traumatic. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, maybe one of them. Okay, yeah. Well, you know what? Yeah, never mind. Some stuff happened. Maybe one day I'll talk about it. Um, and even now when I go to make errands with my dad, like every day, we go through um a path. It's really curvy, and to talk about what this person was talking, sorry, Matthew. It's a really dangerous road, and it has like 5 or 6 different tributes along all the road from people that has died there. Like there's a cross, there are flowers in a point, there are more flowers in another point. A lot of people has died there through the years, and something that bugs me a lot is that we always get the worst drivers there. It's like they see it, but they don't really see it, they don't really think about it. I do. Every time I see it, I think a lot about it. I wanted to give flowers to all of them this year, but it couldn't be because it was raining a lot. Amy Rose, just passing this message along. Thanks for the hard work, Charlie. Um, okay. And Mia Garcia. Hi, Amy, please pass along our deepest thanks to you and your staff for the wonderful job they did with our mother's funeral. It was really lovely. Our family so rarely gets together. It was nice seeing everyone come out for such a beautiful service. My son never gets to see his family. Also, it was incredibly kind of you to let us bring our own food in. Getting to share home cook meals, sharing stories, being there together. It meant a lot. So what I'm saying is it was nice for everyone to be there like that, together in that way, and I know how much of that was due to the work of your staff, especially your funeral director. Thank you for making this difficult time easier for all of us. I'm not joking, but a bad taking grief can ruin your life. I have seen it. It's very bad. I think grieving is really important. I have talked about working on residences, and of course, elderly dies here. So you need to work with the families too. You can be, a piece of shit. Hi Charlie, here are the instructions for your next party. You did a remarkable job on the first one. The family was very happy with you. No small feat, of course. Pleasing a grieving family isn't exactly the most comfortable of jobs. Your next job is a man named Mr. Duval, an elderly man. Died of old age, nothing fancy, just a standard funeral with embalming. You can reach out to his daughter Lizzie Duval if you have any questions. She's handling her father's passing as well as can be expected. As always, don't hesitate to ask me any questions. And Jennifer. Okay, so let me explain this in a bit more detail. A colleague and I were discussing the tight laser liver specimen we have here at the museum. It's from a woman who died in 1907. I guess it's how I can pronounce that name. If I'm doing it wrong, please tell me. And the liver is tapered inwards from what the doctor leading the autopsy believed was too tight lacing on her corset. It's fascinating because it's kind of a controversial topic. Lacing was super popular, and while people associated it with painting or hysteria, it's actually been associated with visceroptosis, which is when the organs fall to the lower part of the abdomen, right? I saw a case of that, and it was so scary because the person had their hair, their heart, like in the middle of the abdomen, so a simple push could kill them. Which is super unsettling, but can also be caused by being pregnant. Where is the girl of the list? Where is the girl of the list to not have to not have children? I need them right now. TLDR, corsets probably messed up some bones, but likely didn't do this kind of internal organ damage. And I'm tired of the condescension about my wardrobe. That also implies I don't know what I'm doing. These are the kinds of things I specifically research, and yet I'm treated like I know nothing about. I'm having a day, Charlie. Fair. Oh, again? I didn't answer. I'll get right on to it. Okay. Hi, sir. Let's get you ready. Traditional burials typically require embalming, which preserves the body and prevents it from decomposing as quickly. Unless the family requests otherwise, all traditional burials will use embalming. Let's start by cleaning the body. Okay. Just wanna make sure. Okay. Click on the razor and drag it over the body to shave it. In order to break rigor mortis, you'll have to massage the body. You can drag over the body. Okay. The eyeballs deflate once the body starts decomposing. Click and drag an eye cup into each eye socket to give it shape. Oh, okay, this. To give the eye shut, you'll need to glue them. Oh, click and drag the glue onto each eye to shut it. I didn't know that. The mouth sags and hollows once the body starts decomposing. Click and drag a cotton ball into the mouth to give it shape. I did know this one. To keep the mouth from opening, you'll need to solder it shut. Click and drag the needle and thread over the jaw to close it. This is the... Oh, that's the cannula. I'm sorry. Click and drag the lotion over the body to moisturize it. This prevents the skin from drying out. Embalming involves removing blood and replacing it with preserving chemicals. Click and drag the scalpel over the neck to make an incision. You're going to need a tube for draining the blood. Click on the tube and drag it into the neck incision. This is the... Oh, this... I am so bad. Why can't I read? Like a normal person. Click on the cannula and drag it into the carotid artery. This is how you'll get the preserving chemicals into the blood. Now you'll need to connect the embalming machine to the cannula. Grab some additional tubbing and drag it to the cannula. You know, this is a very different experience from the mortuary assistant. You know? Nice. Click the button on the embalming machine to turn it on. In order to evenly distribute the chemicals, you'll have to massage them through the body. Click and drag over the body, okay. I can fuck it up, right? There's no mistakes allowed here. I can... because if I have the opportunity to do something bad, I'll probably do it by accident, and I don't want that. I'm gonna be honest. There we go. I think we're doing great. Oh, I'm bad. I mean, I'm sorry. No, I'm bad. Ah, shit, I said so. Why? What the fuck is wrong with me? Oh, okay. Needle. Almost done. You'll need it to drain the organs of any remaining fluids. Click on the trocar. Then click and hold on the abdomen until all the liquid has been drained. Okay. Oh. Today I had my first online class. Apparently apparently. I've been very nice, and I think it's very interesting. I don't know if you have these services on your countries, but it's like a service of assistancy, but by phone, to elderly people. My grandma has this little medal with a button on it. And she lives alone, so if she has any problem, like, of health, she has to press the button, and people like me will call her and ask what's wrong. Because we know that sometimes people start falling or forgetting things. And you're done. Mike will take care of Mr. Duval makeup, as well as dressing it. Okay, it's time to attend the funeral. Okay, time to see the grieving. He always wanted to take his grandkids to the park, play catch. He loved playing catch. He threw a mean curveball, that's for sure. Humming to himself, is he playing something? Or is that like a paperwork? So strange not seeing most people wearing white. White? Yeah, I think it's different for different family members. I can remember. I haven't gone to many traditional funerals. So mostly white, but like, definitely not red, no matter what. Came out of nowhere. I mean, it always starts at us, doesn't it? Not always. Yeah, 1 minute you're laughing, having fun, and then the next proof, that person is gone. Just like, gone. Yeah, it's weird to think about for too long. Like staring at the sun. I start to feel all fuzzy when I think about it. So weird how our bodies just stop working like that. Yeah. Do you think after death? I do. But I think it's so difficult to like imagine the nothing. Like they always say. And I know that everyone has different beliefs about it too. I try to think that everyone is in a better place. I'm not a believer, but like I think it makes sense. And I know there's people that makes fun of the idea of heaven or, the light, etc., etc. I think that's a little bit mean because everyone has their beliefs. I don't know if you get me. Um I was going to say something else. I do think that sometimes our conscious is so much. Like I think our conscious is so powerful that I've never believed that we are totally gone. I don't know. Maybe that's why I believe in ghosts. If you've been a long time subscriber to our mails or follow us on social media, you've no doubt heard about the misgendering that transgender people are at times subjected to during their funerals. Yeah. There have been notable situations where trans women have had their wishes overruled by their families and have had their hair cut, are buried under the wrong names and subjected to the wrong pronouns in their obituary announcements. So that's so awful. We care a lot about this because we believe in treating every person with the same level of compassion, respect and care and dignity. And this absolutely extends to pronouns and respecting the deceased wishes as per their lived experiences. The CDC Funeral Director's Handbook on Death Registration and Fetal Death Reporting and Fetal Death Reporting offers the broad directive: enter male or female based on observation. Do not abbreviate or use other symbols. If sex cannot be determined after verification with medical records, inspection of the body or other sources, enter unknown. Do not leave this item blank, to leaving it up to observation obviously enters into a world of issues since bodies can be so different. And because of ingrained bias, people can draw incorrect assumptions based on their own inaccurate observations. California has passed what is known as the Respect After Death Act, which states that the death certificate must reflect the deceased gender identity as they lived it. So, a step in the right direction. Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess all of this is being based on real things. I mean, I know this happens, so I hope the Respect After Death Act is true. People who are trans deserve the same respect in death that people who are cisgender receive. Misgendering in death takes away this respect. It can also inflict hurt and trauma on spouses and friends that survive the deceased. So, what can we do as funeral directors? Listen to the people who come into your office. In America, especially, some marriages may not be recognized as legal depending on the laws around same sex marriages. But this doesn't mean you're not dealing with two people who have loved each other in the same way as another couple. Listen, learn, and always be respectful. While you have to work with the next of kin, your duty is also to ensure the deceased receives the utmost respect in their burial. If a funeral is to honor the deceased, then do that. Honor them. Paycheck coming late. Sorry, I don't like the look of this, not one bit. I know you've only been with us for a few months, but maybe you are aware of the trouble Amy has been having. A small mom and pop shop like Rose and Daughters can't compete with the bigger guys. Anyway, don't tell Amy I sent this to you. Also, I'm starving, so I'm going to grab some fast food before taking the hairs through the car wash. 2 birds, 1 stone. And swinging back to the home. Do you want anything? A beef and cheddar? I'm going to take the hairs through the drive-thru. Of course. It freaks people out. I love it. They get so awkward. Let me know. I'm heading out in 15 minutes. I probably, honestly, fair. This man is so extra. I like him. Charlie, I was doing some reading. I know you hate when I try to give you dating advice. Fuck. But hear me out. There's this dating site that's specifically for people working in the dev. Why do I keep reading dev? In the dev industry. Okay, so maybe I'm a little worried for you. You haven't mentioned anybody new since the breakup of 2014 that we will never speak of again after this moment. But you're always saying how tired you get of people being scared to ask about your day. So maybe meeting somebody in the industry isn't the worst idea. I just promise you'll consider it, okay? It's harder for me to make sure you're seeing sunlight when I'm all the way across the ocean. I know you look like a babe with pale skin and witchy goathy aesthetics are super hot right now, but the vitamin D is still a good thing. Never! I will never. I'm a I'm a vampire. I can't. Mom rant over. I'm going to try it out because turns out people get super scared of when you tell them your work in a museum filled with dead bodies. Do you know how not interesting other people find teratomas? Charlie, I didn't know we were this weird to outside people. I've been spoiled by having a best friend who is as much of a weirdo as I am. I want my friend to play this game so bad. Miss you, let's grab a bottle of wine for our next Skype date. If you sign up for Dead Meat, isn't that the best name for a death industry dating website? Tinder rules apply. You have to like me if you come across my profile or whatever. I'm not sure how it works just yet. Passing on this lovely thank you note. Hi Amy, from Lizzie Duval. Thank you for the wonderful evening you and your staff put together for my father's funeral. He wasn't always an easy man to get along with, but I'm glad to have seen him off in such a kind way. Thank you. And cremation. Today's funeral is for a woman who died from breast cancer. Nothing fancy, just a standard cremation. The other day, I was watching a video on TikTok about someone that does stones with the cremation of pets and humans. So this is because people sometimes get their ashes on simple fucking plastic bags. So they thought it was kind of spiritual to like make them into stones. And you know, we come from the earth, we go back to the earth, that type of stuff. And about cremations, I've also known that apparently a cremation does not always burns everything, and sometimes people has to squash pieces of bones. I'm just giving all the facts that I know about death in this game. I'm sorry. Oh fuck, I apologized again. Okay, but we only had two. We only had two. That's very cool because usually I have a bigger count, and this is going to be a you know, a small stream. It's short. It's short. We have been 47 minutes, so we're fine. Before we cremate Miss Hall, we'll need to prepare her body. Miss Hall's family brought clothing and jewelry for her to wear. It's important to remove these before the cremation process as to not damage them. Let's start by removing Miss Hall's necklace. Okay. Okay. We need to be able to identify Miss Hall's remains after she's been cremated. Click and drag the run identification tag and place it in the coffin. This? Where? Here? Like here? Oh. Okay. Okay, great, Miss Hall is all set to be cremated now. My granddad was burned too, cremated. Here it is! This is the cremulator. Contrary to popular belief, cremation doesn't turn bodies into ash so much as bone fragments. Using the cremulator will break these bone fragments down into ash-like remains. Let's start by placing the urn in the cremulator. Yes, this is what I was talking about. So my grandpa, um, by mother, was cremated, and we ended up putting his remains, the ashes, in our garden. So he will be, in a quiet place. Paige, hi! How are you? How's everything going today? Make sure to put Miss Hall's necklace back into the urn. Click on the necklace and drag it in. Okay. Oh. Uh, inside? Hi? Okay, okay. Don't forget the tag. Click on the running identification. Okay. And we cover it. I'm playing a death game. And I'm giving all the information I have about funerals and shit. All done, and we will take the urn to the funeral parlor and present it alongside some flowers. So not all families are like, always nice and have good moments all the time, so we ended up moving from that house where the ashes of my granddad are. But my mother was pretty happy with it because she said that now he will be resting with actually, some peace. I find it kind of funny that but yeah. She would have hated this music. Oh, my Twitch died. I'm back. Hi. Paige, how are you? How are you doing? Don't worry. How was your day today? I was just explaining about ashes and funerals because this is like a death game. And I don't know, I have some beliefs and some data about death for some reason. I think it's very taboo. I think a lot of people considers this like a taboo. I think it should be treated more natural. I'm good. My day was good. This game style is so good and it's so cute. I know it's so pretty, and it's also very positive about the message it's giving. She would have hated this music. She never wanted her funeral to be sad. She would have wanted us smiling. She said so. Like my best friend. See, this is what I was talking about. She wants Let It Go on her funeral. I think I want my favorite song, but it's a sad song, so I don't know. I hope no one cries. How are you? She fought really hard. She was proud of herself. She never gave up, not once. Hey, that's what we want to know. God, she was cremated and not in like an open casket or something. Seeing her like that, I don't know if I could have. At least we all got to say goodbye. She would like that. Another data that I have, and this was told to me by my teacher when I was getting ready for working in the residence, is that if you can avoid it, don't ever touch the person that has died, because apparently it's something that stays with you forever. Because it's a different type of cold. And of course, it's very traumatic if you are not ready to feel it. This is nice in a weird way. She liked that we're all here talking. She always tried to keep the family together. I'm starting to get emotional. I'm thinking on my aunt and my uncle and some other people that are not longer here. The food is delicious. I know that's weird, but these crab cakes are perfect. Okay, pay respects. I love the little dress, it's so pretty. February 14. Oh no! No! Not Valentine's Day. Oh. Oh wait, there's nobody. Like literally, there's not a body to work in. Keep on protecting Earth with green burials. You've lived your life mindful of the environment, doing your part to reduce pollution and generally help out where you can. So why not continue doing that even in death? At least that's the thinking for a lot of people who are turning to green or natural burials. Natural cemeteries are becoming more popular and are focused on a few rules. Mainly, it's that bodies aren't allowed to be embalmed with chemicals that can damage the environment, and bodies must be buried in a biodegradable shroud or casket. Not only is this better for the environment, it's also cheaper. At Union Cemetery in Ontario, Canada, a natural burial is just over $1,000. Canadian dollars, I guess. So better for the people. The environment, just maybe not so good for big business. Let's not forget, people, this is still a business after all. But really, why go green? Green burials help preserve natural resources, work to reduce carbon emissions, protect the health of those preparing bodies, and restore preserved natural habitats. Embalming fluids tend to contain formaldehyde, and funeral directors report a higher incidence of leukemia. Going green and not using toxic chemicals for embalming helps protect funeral directors while at the same time lessening the impact we have on the environment after we are gone. We here at Funerals Monthly think green burials are pretty cool. What do you think? Reply and let us know. I am suddenly very happy that my friend didn't go to do this. A challenge approaches. Charlie, I've been playing a new game when things are slow at work. It's called Tales from the Crypt Sweeper. Get it? Get it? It's like Minesweeper, but way harder. Like, seriously, it's really, really difficult. And I thought my Minesweeper game was on point after working that overnight front desk job at that hotel for 3 years. But I must have gotten rusty. Anyways, instead of mines, you wanna avoid graves so you don't disturb the ghosts. Adorable ghosts. The main character also kinda looks like you. Wanna start a healthy competition? High score gets to pick the restaurant we go to when one of us is in town next. That's... shit. I wanna play it now. Tales from the Crypt Sweeper, someone should do it. I don't know what to do. To Charlie, I thought I would forward this to you. In situations like this, we typically connect people like Ryan with a grief counselor or other professionals who can really help him. Sometimes we get emails like this when people don't know where else to turn. It's difficult, and family isn't always the most reliable for some people. Usually I will be happy to connect him, but I'm feeling a little tired today, not my usual self. And it would be good for you to start building this kind of relationships on your own. Okay, Ryan Garcia. Hi, Amy. This person. It was the first body that we worked on. Hi, Amy. I know this email might be a bit odd, but you said if I was ever having troubles, I should reach out. And you will know somebody I could talk to about all this. I don't know what to do now. I know my grandmother had lived a full, good life and was very happy, and that she's not in any pain now, but I feel empty. I feel empty, Amy. I've never felt this empty before. What am I supposed to do now? I thought I was stronger than this. Can you refer me to someone to talk to? I don't want to freak out my mom right now. She's dealing with enough. With work and the will and trying to just be the best mom she can. I just need somebody to tell me that I'll be okay. Thank you, and I'm sorry for being an inconvenience. Oh. Cremation. Incident. Okay, so we actually have someone to... Okay. You asked if there were any special instructions we wanted to pass along. Just please cremate my father. He has a pacemaker too. The doctor told me that would need to be removed. His pacemaker? Okay, that's something that goes in the heart, right? I know the word in Spanish, but I don't know the word in English. Oh no, wait! No, no, no! No! I missed the emails. Thank you so much. I thought you'd like to see this thank you note. I am so eternally grateful that you were able to accommodate our request for my sister's funeral. It was a beautiful service and she would have been happy with it. That's such a weird thing to say, isn't it? Thank you again from the bottom of my heart. I have a sister, and yes, it will be very weird, and I will be very sad. Yo, it is with a very heavy heart that I write to let you all know that Rose and Daughters will no longer be in business. Oh, I have no idea how to start this email and resources. I googled told me that would be the best and easiest way to break the ice. Be direct but remorseful, Google said. The truth is, I don't really know what to say. Since my father passed away, I've done my best to make Rose and Daughters warm and friendly to anyone who chose to use our services. It was my memorial to him, the original Rose, in a lot of ways, and you've all become like a family, including you, Charlie, our most recent addition. But it's been getting harder to make ends meet. Rent is going up in the neighborhood, and I'm finding less and less like I have the energy for this business. There's a lot of competition from other funeral homes, larger corporations than we are that can take on more business and offer more impressive services. You know the way it goes. So we've been bought, or I sold. Either way, soon Hillside Heritage Enterprises, a company that owns many funeral homes in the city and across the country, will replace Rose and Daughter starting from the beginning of next month. Same building, same name. They are keeping the name Rose and Daughters Funeral Home for tax purposes. Though honestly, I'm trying hard to not to just see it as a move on their part to keep up the image that it's a family-run business. I don't know how I feel about that, but I also don't know if there's anything I can do at this point either. I've signed the papers. At least my father's legacy is still intact somewhat. They have good reputation and have agreed to keep you all on. That was one of my stipulations. I would sell as long as you all weren't without a job. Sorry I didn't told you in a more personal way. I would have loved to have a company lunch, but I admittedly didn't have the heart to tell you in person. This was easier for me. Please understand. Okay, it's fair. It's fair, I understand. Okay, pacemaker. How do we get rid of that? Mr. Ray, it's a Mr. right? Yeah, Mr. Reyes came directly from the hospital, so we don't have to worry about removing any valuables from him. For a second I thought it moved, but no, this is not mortuary assistant, okay? I'm fine, as the family did not provide any for us to include. However, Mr. Reyes has a pacemaker that we'll need to remove before cremation. Because pacemakers are batteries, they will explode inside the hot heat of the cremation machine, and we definitely don't want that. And the intrusive thought. Now let's start by removing Mr. Reyes' pacemaker. Okay. You can see the peacemaker, click on the forceps, okay. There we go. The forceps, and we need the tag, and we cremate, okay. There we go. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, we need to put the urine first, okay. Smoothie of bones, but without milk. All done. Emmy will take the urn to the funeral parlor and present it alongside some flowers. Nice. Hello. That's... I wouldn't enter a funeral like that, by the way. I wonder if he ever liked me. He was nice to me, but I don't know. He never seemed like he really cared if I was there or not. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I understand that. The fear of not, yeah. I always told him to quit smoking, but of course he never listened to me, so that figures. What do you want to do after this? It's pretty nice out. Let's change and go find a patio somewhere. I'm good. I could really use a beer right now. Hey, did I ever told you the time we tailgated? Did you ever end up clearing the air with your father? No, we talked a few times, but not really. He sounded like a difficult man. He was stubborn. That's just it. That's just it. Stubborn. Mhm. February 28th. That's 2 weeks after. Okay. Alright. Things to avoid saying at a funeral. Welcome back. Now, we rarely do listicles here, but for this month's newsletter, we thought a listicle would be the best way to deliver this month's advice. What not to say at a funeral? We know figuring out the right thing to say to a grieving friend can be extremely difficult, and since that's such a personal issue, it's hard to give specific advice. Some things will be more comforting to other people. But fortunately, we can deliver a little bit more solid advice on what not to not say to someone who's grieving. So here it is, Funerals Monthly's top 5 things to not say at a funeral, at least they're no longer suffering. Even if this is true, nobody wants to hear this. It's probably not your place to dictate. Who wants to be told that the death of somebody they love is for the best? Like I said, even if it's not, even if it's true, don't be that jerk and just don't say it. Um, I must disagree, at least on my side. But I don't know how you feel, guys. I guess everyone has. I think it's something that you know for the person. Like, if you know the person and you know they are going to be okay with it, just say it. I mean, you are the one that knows them, you know? Where they saved no religious statements, just don't. Why? Because not everyone agrees with your religious views, and not only is not always comforting, it can also be insulting. True, I agree with that. They're with the angels now. See above's not, then rinse, repeat. True. This one is tricky. Oh, let me know how can I help. If you want to help, and those in mourning won't always ask for help. If you want to help, suggest specific things. For example, I'm free if you need someone to babysit the kids. Actions are better than passive statements. Cook something for them, take them to their favorite restaurants, or buy tickets to see a movie together. But I felt that we also don't, we shouldn't, assume. I know how you feel, even if you think you do, everyone grieves differently. Don't focus this on yourself. Empathy doesn't involve having to commiserate. Sometimes people will want to hear your experiences, but don't assume they will. Ask first. Mushrooms. You hate mushrooms so much, I found the perfect thing for you. I've been thinking about death. I'll know. Oh, I know, sugar. Look what you've done to me. I think I want this uh, oh, I think I want this mushroom suit. No, it's not called that, but I can remember the name of it, and I'm writing you on my phone, so I don't feel like googling it right now. Anyways, the idea is that it's a biodegradable suit. The disease wears. It's made with what people call a biomix. An example, mushrooms and other microorganisms that help to decompose bodies, neutralize toxins in the body, and provide nutrients for the soil for plants. Ooh, that's cool. I want it too. I think this one company even offers casket liners for use in green caskets. I think this is what I want. It would be just like Hannibal. I haven't seen Hannibal, so I don't know what this person is talking about. Um, but I'll have that in mind. I promise. Um, but seriously, it's pretty cool. I love all death innovation happening. We might as well do something when we're in the ground, you know? Love you. Think about it and let me know your thoughts. I want all your thoughts. If it's not this, then maybe I'll have my ashes made into jewelry. But seriously, I'm probably going to do this. There's no harm in planning ahead. Am I right? He technically is right. From Amy Rose, Charlie. Charlie, I was hoping you wouldn't have to confront this situation yet. Anyways, they're never easy. Rose and others has been asked to prepare the body of a young man who took his own life. He had a will prepared and asked for cremation, but the family has demanded a traditional burial instead. Unfortunately, he didn't make anyone his power of attorney or didn't have any witnesses sign his living will or his advance directive regarding these wishes, so his family is legally in the right to do whatever they want with his body. It's unfortunate that we have to do as his family wishes. Matthew has graciously offered to take this on if you are uncomfortable with the subject. Instead, we have a second body you can prepare for a funeral we're hosting later in the afternoon. Charlie, is this suicide something you're comfortable dealing with? Let me know. I'm here if you need me. Disregard our son's will as it concerns matter of his burial. He was clearly not thinking right and didn't know what he really wanted. Proceed with an open casket funeral. As for payment, we'll bring a check. Okay, I. This is what I was talking about. I. It's not because if it's a suicide, but I certainly don't feel comfortable doing something that the person didn't want it, so I'm not comfortable. Now, who is the other person? Oh yeah, Mariana Reyes. I just wanted to thank you for the service the other month and apologize if I was abrupt. It was kind of a shock for me and I didn't feel comfortable with the whole process. He wasn't supposed to die yet. It hasn't been easy. It never is. Even if people with maybe hate feelings about fathers have troubles with this sometimes because they don't understand and they don't understand why they feel like that. But it happens. Break rigor mortis. Oh yeah. Okay. Mm. The capas. Put cotton walls. Oh! I tapped out. There we go. Lotion. Right? Yes. Main station. No. Viewing. I'm trying to not read this because I wanna learn how to do it without reading. Yeah. Turn on the embalming machine. Oh, okay. It's still not time for that. I wonder if this game was made by a person, an actual director assistant. I mean, people have hobbies, you know. Okay. The trucker. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that name right. I guess yes. All done, my little. Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of people. Wait, there's exactly the same people that there was everywhere. Where is Maria? She couldn't be here. She didn't want to see her mother's body. I mean, I don't blame her. Anyway, I'm pretty impressed with the food. Did you try the amaretti? aspects. I wonder what is Samarity. It doesn't look like her at all. Oh, quiet sobs. Oh my god. I haven't cried since she died, not once. How is Anna crying and not me? I'm the one who lost a parent. As I can see, I mean, as I can, as why can't I speak? As I said before, everyone grieves different. Even when you don't know a person, a lot of times, um, the grieving process is more than just this person died. It's more what it means for you, the change it is, the things you are going to miss, etc., etc. There are a lot of symbology in it. She's no longer suffering or in pain. Yeah, she's in a better place now. Mm-hmm. She was too good for this world. Okay, thanks, Aunt Sandy. Yeah, I think this person could like the what things not to say on a funeral. March 3. From Funerals Monthly to subscriber. Funeral rites, even in our own culture, may be something many of us may be unfamiliar with. For many people, all they know of funeral traditions are what they've seen in media. But, and I think this goes without saying, funeral rites and traditions aren't the same across the board. Different cultures have different protocols for cleaning the body to different aspects of the service itself. Religion provides different paths for dealing with a death, but the goal is almost always the same: offering support, guidance, and this to the people who are grieving. In Judaism, interment usually begins immediately after somebody has passed. Up until burial, the body is never supposed to be alone. So often, families will appoint a shomer, a guardian, to remain with the body. Preparations for burial begin as soon as possible in Muslim traditions as well. Local Islamic community organizations are also often involved and help the family make arrangements for the funeral service and burial. But not all practices are strictly religiously focused. In South Korea, the amount of graveyard space began to shrink drastically, causing a law to be passed that required families to remove a loved one's body from its burial place after 60 years. Oh. Many families began to cremate more often, but there are also companies that compress remains into beads in turquoise, pink, or black called death beads. This also occurs in North America, Europe, and Japan, but remains much more common in South Korea because of the space issue in graveyards and the expenses of cremation. Wow! And not all practices are somber either. Ever heard of the turning on the bones or Pamarihara, a ritual by the Malagasy people of Madagascar? Pamarihana has families return to an ancestral crypt, exhume the bodies wrapped in cloth before dancing with the bodies to lively music. This practice is a celebration, remembrance, and way of keeping the deceased involved in family news. That can be a difficult time for many people, obviously. But that doesn't mean there isn't beauty in the ways we choose to honor and celebrate our deceased. Exactly! You're invited to attend a death coffee. Oh my god. Can really relate much right now. I have a lot of work I have to do with an inguinal hernia from 1750. It's the oldest in our collection, and you can even see this bit of paper the surgeon put in after removing the hair. Oh my god. I'll send you the link when we have it cataloged. What is my life? What is that sentence I just typed? But anyway, this event that I'm forwarding you is taking place near you. Figure you'd be into it. Might help with that feeling of restlessness you were talking about before. Could be good to talk about some of the things you were feeling. Lots of death positive people there. Sounds like it will be a safe space. Come increase awareness of death with a view to helping people make the most of their finite lives. Join us, have a tea and cake, and talk with others about our thoughts, prayers, and illuminations on death. The founder of the Death Motherfucker, the Death Coffee Movement, John Underwood, once said, "When people talk about death and dying, it tends to illustrate their humanity. See everyone at the Upside Down Jar next Thursday." Information. Below are the details for our next client. Ensure you follow the request specifications exactly. After you are done, I will review your work in order to properly evaluate you at the end of the month. From Chad Grant. I'm so sad. We don't have Amy anymore. It's true. Oh. Leah Ionesco. Thank you, Mr. Grant, for agreeing to take care of Jocelyn's cremation. The bike accident was, well, it was more than I was expecting. I know she wanted to be cremated, and to be honest, I don't think I could bear seeing her like that after what happened. A friend once had a motorbike accident, and the dude didn't tell us for like 1 month that it's the time we didn't see him. And he just came covered in bruises and um with the little thingy that makes your arm like hang from the shoulder, and we were like, what the fuck happened? Yeah, that's like him. Wait. Paige just started streaming, so I'm going to lurk on her stream. Lurking until I can raid. Okay. What the hell? Can I just say first off that this is bullcrap? Knowing how these corporations run, I wouldn't be surprised if they're monitoring our emails right now. No, okay, I don't really believe that. I'm just upset. I get that Amy didn't have much of a choice. You can only fight a huge corporation taking all of your business for so long. This isn't 6 feet under context. And they just swooped in, and now we have to deal with their bullshit practices. They're colder than the corpse I picked up from the morgue this morning. Who charges this much for funerals? It feels dirty and explosive. Let's grab a drink after work. I need to blow off some steam, and emails aren't really the most appropriate place to do this. Too late for me, I guess. We are pleased to bring on Rose and Daughters as part of Hillside, blah blah blah. I see, this man is just. Okay. There will be an. Okay, thank you. This is not familiar anymore. I just. You know? Why did I went back there? Oh yeah, cremation. I'll get right to it. Why do I keep forgetting to fucking answer? Prepare Miss Ionesco's body for cremation. Okay. There we go. Oh, sorry, where I was. I got distracted. Okay. Yeah, the cremulator. Oh yeah, I need to put this. Oh, this. Well. Woo! Sorry. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that. I'm so sorry. Sorry, my mom came. She was always so careful, wore her helmet, signaled, used the bike lanes. Asshole drivers, they need to pay attention. Have you heard what's happening to the driver? No, I haven't wanted to ask Leah. This has been hard enough for them, without asking about the legal ramifications of all of this. Yeah, after all this, let's see what we can do to help them. Shouldn't deal with the death of their partner all by themselves. Oh, this is hitting very close to home. Um, a person very near of my family, um, died on a bike accident, and their partner never recovered. It was hard to watch. So glad it was a cremation. I would have lost it seeing her body. I have to go through all of her things. How am I supposed to decide what to keep? If you need help, I can help. No, thanks. I mean, but no. I don't know. It's so intimate. Feels like I should do it myself. She will kill me if others saw the things we have. Yeah, she was kind of a closed book, except to you. Yeah, she was special. I'm glad I'm here, but wow, I just need a glass of wine and to binge watch something right now. Fair, valid, very much relatable. Sometimes you just want to feel like you just feel like watching a feel good show and trying to not think about it. Should we do a vigil at the spot? Careless drivers, I swear to God. I think in our case was an accident. The appeal of a home funeral is apparent for many, especially if the deceased was somebody very close to you. The idea of keeping them at home until they are ready to be buried or cremated can be comforting. It wasn't that long ago that we were taking care of our own deceased, but nowadays people are quick to pass off their loved ones to a funeral home. Most families aren't given the option and assume this is mandatory. Funeral homes will almost always prepare the deceased using embalming and other methods to make them appear more alive, but isn't this process counterintuitive to the grieving process? Being around the deceased allows to be bereaved to spend a longer period of time with their loved one's body, which can help them mourn or give opportunities to family members and friends to see the deceased one last time before they are taken to be buried or cremated. The idea of keeping the deceased body at home might sound gross, but it's important to understand that the decomposition takes a long time, and you can further slow this process by keeping your home cool and dry. To be around your loved ones and to see them decay naturally is an important part of the grieving process. Home funerals aren't just more intimate, but they are economical. A traditional funeral complete with body preparation, service, flowers, cards, and many other hidden costs and fees can cost upwards to 7,000 to 10,000. When you're able to take care of your loved one yourself, to watch them and dress them, and to organize their viewing from home, the only cost remaining is entirely in the cremation or burial itself. I just saw a video of a gorilla walking on its hind legs. Like a human being, Charlie, a human being. We as a species have seen the beginning of our end. Jen. Lattice contract acquisition, the city. Charlotte, I am proud to announce that Hillside Heritage Enterprises receive a contract with the city to dispose of any unclaimed bodies. This is an important stream for us, as I'm sure I don't need to explain you, Charlotte. Although Hillside Heritage Enterprises is being paid as a wage from the city, cremation is preferred here as it's the more cost efficient as the two options. The first unclaimed body we will be handling belongs to a middle-aged man, probably homeless, whose body has yet to be claimed. No special preparations are needed for this body aside from cremation. Hello Charlotte, I have reviewed your request in behalf of a potential family inquiring if we at here can and will perform green burials. I should have informed you of this in the beginning, but we do not perform green funerals as they are not cost effective. All employees must comply. We do not wish to lose potential customers though. So do try your hardest to convince. To instead choose a traditional burial package. And what if I recommend them a funeral house that actually does it? Bitch. Fuck you. Hello, as stated in a previous email, here are the rules, the new rules and code of conduct I expect you to follow from now on while on any premises blah 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 belonging to Hillside Heritage. First and foremost, there is a required uniform and strict dress code from now on. Second, most importantly to this, is that no tattoos are to be visible. If you have visible tattoos, ensure they are probably covered and hidden. When speaking with customers and clients, oh my god, customers and clients, consider the opportunity to upsell. In example, always encourage the deceased loved ones to purchase the higher quality package. We find it encouraging loved ones to think of the comfort and style of this, with no price limit on it. Additionally, food is no longer allowed to be brought in. Instead, encourage the deceased loved one or premium sandwich and Charlie, I need a drink, but beer after work. Also, I really want mozzarella sticks. I can be both hungry, and no, I will not say hungry ever. Blah. Fuck you. Get over it. Tess, thank you so much for redeeming Daily Moon. How are you? How was your day? We are burying bodies and cremating them. Sorry, you missed all my death trauma. I already vented it all. That was a joke. It was just some data and some personal experiences. I don't think it's too bad. I think. I mean, my whole little misfortune stream was full of trauma dumping. That's why it's not longer available. But yeah, I think it wasn't that bad. I'm doing good. My day was really good up until the evening, which was oh, I'm sorry, Tess. I'm sorry to hear that. No, fine. I started this game, which actually we are going to end soon, because I think it's just an hour long, and I'm taking a lot because I've been sharing some stuff like how do I feel about death, what are my beliefs, etc., my experiences. And apart from that, I am very excited because I know who are we going to raid after I finish. And she's playing Heavy Rain, and I'm very excited about it. Let's pay our respects. Can we sign? Oh, no one's gonna sign for this person. That's so sad. Sorry. Oh yeah, and before, I don't know how to speak. Yesterday I started a new course, so I'm studying again. And today I had the first online class, and it was very nice. Let's start from here. Water everywhere, and not a drop to drink. Water cremation. We can call it a few different things, like flameless cremation, a bit of an oxymoron, but we'll let it slide. Or perhaps more commonly, resumation. Its technical name, though, it's actually alkaline hydrolysis. Whatever we want to call it, it's here, and it's an environmentally friendly alternative to traditional cremation. But for the sake of this newsletter, let's call it water cremation. We all know the traditional cremation and burials take a huge toll on the environment, the high energy consumption that adds to the greenhouse. Yeah. How does it work? It's basically a water-based chemical process that usually alkaline water. So with these things, I'm getting a little bit more out of my comfort zone. I don't understand, but yeah, we get it. The excess water gets put through the same water treatment, and alkaline hydrolysis uses the significantly less energy than traditional cremation. Neat, huh? It's been around for a bit. That's cool. I kissed her. Ah, dating a special effects makeup artist, and she's like the coolest person I've ever met in my life. She totally loves Ava's possession and was equally freaked out by the possession scenes, but so utterly delighted at the idea of a support group for people who have been possessed. That was your best recommendation in a while, Charlie. You were sleeping there. I was getting worried you had lost your taste. But yeah, her name is Lily and she's super death positive and isn't freaked out by my work and also isn't too into it like that plus dude I saw. Jason, Michael, I can remember. I just really like spending time around her. I can talk about whatever I want and it's never a conversation stopper. Aww. She also totally gets what I mean when I say that like working with death and spending so much time thinking about death actually makes me happier. It makes everything else feel so much worth it, you know? Memento Mori or whatever they taught us in that one poetry class we took. We just click, feels good, fun, and affirming, like dating should be. I'm thinking on taking her to Maple Meadows. She's super into roller coaster, and I think the idea of sharing cotton candy, or maybe not, I don't want to throw up on the rides, is sickeningly cute. Then maybe I'll kiss her on top of a Ferris wheel. Be super corny and cliche for once in my life. Anywho, enough about me now. I'm still kind of in shock from your last email. Do you think you're going to do it? You know you have my support 100% no matter what you decide. Matthew Jeffrey. Charlie, it's official. I've put in my 2 weeks notice. You know how I'm happy I am working for Mega Corporation 1-1. My skills, specifically my driving ones, are useful in other professions. I'm not worried about myself. But I am worried about. You're too good for this corporate scam. You actually care about the people you work with and for. Yeah. Don't let them defeat you, okay? I'll bring beers over next week. We can talk a bit more freely. Regarding the last time we spoke, my daughters and I both still prefer to host a home funeral ourselves and keep my wife here until she's ready to be buried. I just want to make sure she's taken care of. Her attack was so sudden. We don't know what to do. We just want to make sure she has a proper sense of things. I understand your desire to keep your wife at home, but I assure you, the best way to honor your wife is through a traditional... Oh my god! Ow! Ow! I'm fine. Sorry. Ow! I hurt my nail. Oh. Oh. I'm fine. This name just makes me very mad. I'm not even gonna finish reading it. You're not worth it. Okay, we'll take the traditional funeral package. Thank you for considering us in the hard time. I fucking hate you, Chad! I see you were not able to convince the Dimka family to take a standard funeral. I had to contact them myself in order to not lose. Please read them close. I don't want to! What are the other emails? We are thrilled to announce that Hills is joining with Morning Valley Hospital, allowing us to access to all the cadavers that come through their pediatric and maternity wards. We are excited to the opportunity to work with this. Oh my god. Okay. This is not fair. I don't want to do this. I guess the thing that Jen was talking about is me trying to make a funeral house by myself or something, or just living, because this is sickening. Oh wait, it's not scalpel time. My bad. He just makes me look. Have you seen that? He makes me want to stab things. I hate him. Jesus. Anyways. I hate mega corporations. They think they can capitalize death. And they don't have any kind of fucking respect. And it's disgusting. I just know. At least I'm doing this all by myself now. I didn't have to read anything. I hope this is my last body for this bitch. There we go. Oh wait, it was the choker. Oh shit, this is not the choker. I wonder if Davy still has the bot of this game. I wanna see her play. This feels so impersonal. She would have hated this. Yeah, but I don't know. They must have had their reasons. Oh hey, what did you think of that trailer I sent you? Oh yeah, I've heard that show is so good. I saw the video of the one kid actor doing karaoke. Let's pay respects. Do you think we did the right thing? I feel bad not doing what mom asked for. I know, honey, but what that chat guy said seems right. We don't want to dishonor her memory by letting her rot. Yeah, I just want mom to know I love her. Wish I hadn't yelled at her before. It's not your fault. Gee, it's okay. She knew you loved her. Fights happen. Please don't be hard on yourself. I'm going to miss her. Me too. Anyone here knows that I deal with anxiety and sometimes some paranoia. And this is one of the reasons why I stopped fighting with everyone and I stopped saying everyone that I love them and taking consideration and responsibilities on myself. I stopped fighting a lot with my mom because I started getting scared that this would happen to me one day. It's so cold in here. I think they have the air conditioning on too high. Yeah, let's go for a walk later. It's really nice out, will be good to stretch my legs. I'm starving. Why do these things always make me so hungry? You're always hungry. August 30, 9 a.m. I wanna leave. I literally don't wanna work with the... Did we? Yes, we did! Ah! From Eileen Hanson to Charlie. Today is the day already, isn't it? I can't believe how quickly this has come up. Thank you for your understanding and for your work. You've made today easier already. Congratulations on your new business. Charlie, I am so happy for you. I know it's been a rough day for you, seriously. I think our wine intake saw a bazillion% increase, but you've stuck through it. You stuck through it all like a champ. You deserve this. Finally being your own boss is a great move for you. No more having to explain anything you don't want to. I'm trying to not be cheesy right now. Can't wait to be home next week for our visit and to check out your new space. PAs, have you heard about these green burial pots? When I find the link in my 1 million open tabs, I'll shout it over you. From Matthew Jeffrey. Hey Charlie, when I first became a hearse driver, I was told that my most important job wasn't steering, it was sympathizing. I respectfully disagree, and thankfully I concentrated on my driving skills. Since now I'm working as a, wait for it, bus driving. A bus driver, a school bus driver, Charlie, can you believe that? Pretty sure if I said the most important part of my job now wasn't steering, I'd be fired immediately. I didn't know how else to tell ya. For some reason I was worried you think less of me. But I don't know why. You've never been the judgmental. yeah, kind. Of course not. And besides, corpses are way easier to deal with than children. Screaming children, my dad. I actually love it. These kids can be pretty cute, but don't tell Amy that I told you that. She was always harping on me for not having any kids and for being all cynical about them. Congrats on your new business, Charlie. I'm proud of you. I'll swing by your new place one day and show you my new wheels. Maybe we can grab a bite to eat. Congratulations, from Amy Rose to Charlie. Charlie dear, I'm so proud of you. I knew there was something special in you when I heard you for Rose and Daughters. If there is anything I can do for you, please do not hesitate to ask. I'm always happy to help. I sorely miss you and Matthew's terrible sense of humor. And not even 1 year after. I'll see you soon. Yes! This hurts. I thought it'd be easier, but it's not. It hurts so much. Thank you for helping me give her the funeral she always wanted. Anyways, I think we're ready to get started now. I loved it! Guys, I loved it so much. It was so cool, man. I need to leave a good review. I can't believe I got it for free on a bundle years ago and I only played it today. It was so cool. It just took me 45 minutes more than usual. But it's fine. Man, it's so cool. The Order of the Good Death? Death and the Maiden? Oh! I wonder what that is. Oh. I don't know, I'm so happy. I really think it's important to give positive messages about death. I know I didn't stop talking about it, but I don't know. The song is beautiful too. I'm having goosebumps! I'm having goosebumps right now. In memory of Elaine D'Arienzo, Emil Engelman, and Camille Colotsier. Thank you for playing. I thought it was important to read that out loud. It was beautiful, guys! I loved it so much. Thank you for being here to play it with me. It's been longer than I expected, so I'm just going to end stream now by raiding Paige. Oh wait, raid message and raid Paige. Aim Paige Ein. I don't know how is that name pronounced actually. I should ask her. She's a very good friend of the community and she's playing Heavy Rain. And I think that's all for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed your stay and have a good evening, okay? Think, I don't know, think about the persons you love, okay? Bye bye. I'm like that I love you, Moon. I love you too, Kiwi. You can join the raid. This person is really funny. I don't know if you have played Heavy Rain, but I promise you, she's so cool.